can be heroes just for one day. I got a fist full of whiskey, the bottle just bit me. We got lined up, shot down, firing back, straight crown. Ticking like a time bomb, drinking till the night's gone. Get your hands off of this glass, last call my ass.
Welcome to an exclusive Sunday Bloody Non-Sunday Bloody review. Yeah, I never stopped to pick up a Bloody Mary mix. Didn't really feel like playing Does It Mix. So we're playing Did Jolson Bring Some Shit or Is It Good? This is a sour seltzer strawberry lemonade from Destihl. I generally would put their beers in probably the 75 or 80 percentile for liking. Weighs in at 5%. Classic flavor combination of juicy strawberry and tart lemon lemonade combined to create this refreshingly light, fruity, and bubbly sour seltzer. Cheers. Support flavor, boycott Croatia. Just kidding, bland. Boycott New York. They're going to seize all the bank accounts of the truckers, just like that cunt in Canada, Trudeau. Now there's a guy that I would love to see ripped apart in a brush clearing machine. What a useless fucking... I can't say unconstitutional because it's Canada. I can say worthless human being, son of Fidel Castro. I also have it in my special. Let's do that right now. Okay, smells like smells like Teen Spirit. Smells like some cut. Here, we gotta get this. It's gonna be the way I probably will be on Thursday when I go to the dentist, and I'll just go to the dentist and they'll submit a list of how much it's gonna cost and how much is covered by insurance. 0, and then yeah, I'll be back here. Let's try, okay? Let's try to have a positive attitude. After all, this is Sunday, and I have to get up early and go to work tomorrow. Just kidding, I don't. Before I take a sip, though, I would like to say a big congratulations. David J. fucking Brown picked up his new Carrie Dan Wesson. I think it's the Valor, which I think he already had one of those before. This is the newest but last rendition of that. Cheers. I like it, so I said, so is that the one I end up with if something happens to you? And Bunky made some comment in the background, and I was like, David owns like what right now 2 or 3 pistols, and she owns more than they probably have over at Superior Guns. They have a pretty decent. Okay, right off the bat, is your chugging like McLean does, or Joey does at the truck stop. There's really no flavor. It's pretty high in carbonation, so you kind of get that same thing like if you were chugging on tonic water. Tonic water is very sizzly. I like to see someone shotgun a can of tonic water and not die. Yes, I'll fly those friendlies, guys. It's not sweet. Not really. I don't. At this point in time, Jolson, I'm wondering why you drink this. Why anyone would drink this? I mean, I appreciate the review material. I'm guessing I'll go with a good lawnmower. Cool your ass down when it's really hot outside, and you just looking for minimal amounts of flavor, but 5% alcohol. Yeah, I know, Matt. Matt's like, oh, it's probably CGI. Yeah, okay. It's not like it's not possible to actually take a good picture these days. Yeah, I mean, obviously because she has a decent-sized forehead, it's got to be CGI. Okay. Oh, yeah. Just so Billy is aware, Sharky did not shoot this. I, on the other hand, would like to get this out. This I don't even think Jeremy has had the pleasure of undoing any scope. I think the scope was kind of put into place. I might have done one of the whole shoot at a paper target out at the shack when I had the vise with. One of two things. You know, sometimes maybe, and I'm not just ripping on me right now. This is a suggestion that maybe if some of you would say, yeah, I do that all the time, man. To actually come up with a plan. Now, I'll say the whole going shooting thing really started coming off of my radar yesterday morning when it was my phone said at like 7 o'clock in the morning, it's all nice and sunny outside, and it says 21 degrees, and I tap it to get it to refresh because obviously it's 21 degrees, and that was like now, or that was hours ago, so it's just gonna went to 19, and I'm like, God damn it. I don't even know what it was when we were out there. It was definitely not winds off of Lake Superior, phenomena that you would know about if you lived in this area. I mean, if you have winds, even in the summer, if you have winds off the lake, it's always cooler. And then as you get up over the hill, we were kind of hoping as we moved our way towards Island Lake that things would improve, but no. But I wasn't real motivated yesterday because it was cold, and as Jolson eventually pointed out, is because my vagina was getting dry and itchy. So, but I tell you what, I would not give up. Yesterday was like one of those, it's almost like, I mean, if Jolson would have given me some roadhead on the way back, that is about the only way. Beer and some beef jerky, too. Would have been about the only way. I asked, but he wasn't having it. Would have been about the only way yesterday could have possibly gotten any better than it was. I mean, yes, if it would have been maybe, say, call it 20 degrees warmer and no winds. The winds were chilly when they were really puffing good, but when we were over at the rifle area, you really didn't notice any wind because of the coming in at just the right angle. But if you walked like out to get targets, yeah, you felt the wind, and of course we were fighting that because we managed to tape the targets, which yesterday's range session was proudly sponsored by Smile Money. We used 4 of the targets. This was the last batch that he sent me, and I opened this up when we got out there. Ooh. I usually use 4 of these each time that we go out. One for me, one for Christine, and then after one gets disintegrated, switch to another one, and then usually by then it's the end of the day. But so I got a couple of sessions for sure left, and it's always much appreciated from him. I would not give up yesterday. It was such a fantastic day. We were out there for shit. Well, we were gone for at least 5 hours, not including breakfast, and it was really nice. I loved the fact that we were the only ones out there. So when it came time to squeeze off 3 rounds and walk out and see if anything was done, Jolson, just so you know, I'm gonna break them up so it isn't just one long thing of everything we did. I'm gonna put the Beowulf video up first, maybe even tonight. I don't know. I'd like to get it separated, all of the sponsorship bullshit. God damn it, Tag. That I've got up, because the other channel's not any fun. I understand. You guys, more people will watch this over here than will watch anything over there. And one company, and I sent her the link. I sent a link to my rep at Mantis, and I sent it late on Thursday or early on Friday. I think it was early Friday, like long before a business would open. And I'm just assuming that she didn't work on Friday, and that's why I didn't get the you're fired because you're showing stuff over here where there's guns, knives, most partially naked chicks, and alcohol. But I did tell her before, even gave her the link, that this is me. This is freedom. Anybody that doesn't like it, fuck off. If you don't like this light being on and it's yours, you can just do this. The people that have to be fucking cunts when they run across something that they don't. I had one of my memes up on Fagbook says something about you say I don't need 30 rounds to hunt. Meanwhile, I say you didn't need the 6 boosters, and some guy said that I was an utter moron, and I put the laughing face to his comment, and then my comment back to him was, booster up, baby. And I don't even know where some of these come from, because she's cute, because when I clicked to find out who he wasn't even listed as a friend, so I didn't know you could run across, how you run across Facebook entries from people that you're not friends with. I don't know. I don't care. Over in a scenario like this, sorry, Bill, Mr. 45 Bullet, and Pete, I never learned the don't feed the trolls. I love to, if it makes you mad. Like this one, go ahead and boost her up. Get your arm tickets. Get as many. This is America. Get as many as you want. But the actual comment, I'm waiting to see if there's a rebuttal or not before I, just block and delete them, because I don't need that shit in my life. She's adorable. Is I want to make a comment like, it's quite obvious that you're a libtard, because you could have just said something like, my opinion differs, and that's cool, but just so you know, my opinion differs, as opposed to you throw out something that's just mean. I mean, no matter if I agree or disagree with a post, if I disagree with a post, I don't lead with, go fuck yourself. We work our way into it. We spit on it, get comfortable with the scenario. But, yeah, so yesterday was fantastic. I mean, it's the fact that nobody else was out there, and it was, it was just me and Jolson. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would have absolutely welcomed a scenario where, say, Jeremy was there, and being able to shoot the 50 Beowulf and shoot the AK, especially since, I mean, if anyone would be that I know that's considered somewhat of a specialist on AKs, Jolson and Jeremy would be the two that I would come to do a search. Now, having said that, if, and I know it's my money, I'm allowed to dream, throw things out there. If I were to win the lottery, I would replace, right now, if I won the lottery, I'd package up the Redhead and send it on to John. Or I would ask John, what is your dream AK? Because if I had a deal, and like Mr. Holster taught me, my word is more powerful than any paperwork. And I have an agreement with John, and the Redhead is going in his direction. I mean, I did say if I won the lottery, how would, he's like, you know, I want an AK. Well, we've already made a deal, and I'm here to tell, actually the funny thing is even the ones that were, you know, $169 back when I bought the Mosin Nagant, those ones are close to $1,000 these days, but just put that aside. I would have to get a cost equivalent to what we negotiated on the Redhead before I would even feel good about it. Now, having said that, if I did a 7.62 by 39 combo, number one would be probably something like the KS47. I'm not going to mat. That is one of my favorite overall rifles, and shooting it, it's like, okay, is this a precision 500 yard killing machine? No. Does it throw pop can size pieces of lead in between? Hell yeah, it does. Hell, crap, even if I had something like the Spitfire that Jolson has on the Beowulf 50, that would be maybe something that would be a little bit better on the KS47 than the red dot and the magnifier that's on it now. I mean, it still gets the job done, don't get me wrong, but I still think like a 1-6 or a 1-8 power would be best on that. But if I were to build something that, now if you're someone like a absolute purist, you're just going to go, oh, that's bullshit. An actual looks the closest to a real or authentic AK-47 would have to be the company that has the 3 different parts that I have on the Redhead, and that is Krebs Custom. And thank you, El Tenda. I was drawing a blank, and I texted him when we were out shooting yesterday, and I said, who right now, who is the company that you have a little handshake affiliation with? And if you brag about an AK-47, what is it? Krebs Customs. And he goes, if you have anything to do with them, please tell them I sent you. Absolutely. I mean, after all, it was my buddy Tom from Krebs. He's the one that died he was like 43 years old. What a loss. What a nice guy. I mean, I started off as him being my contact with Krebs, and no, I never got to the point where I was ever going to get to actually play with one of their rifles, but I just early on had a relationship with him, and we used to talk on the phone quite a bit. And then he was gone. And it was like, my God, I'm not even sure even what happened. He was, maybe El Tenda knows. All I know is he was really young. I mean, I jokingly say I'm old, but right now I don't even want to think about going. I still think I'm young. And again, I'm going to put this out there. If something happens to me and they find a suicide note, it's bullshit. I didn't do it. I want to fucking live forever. I'd rather be all tied up in a frickin' wheelchair and be alive as opposed to not to be alive. These people that that give up. I really wish they'd make a call or talk to a friend or do anything to themselves before they've tried to get help. So, yeah, yesterday was awesome. Like I said, I had 3 things. It was starting, we had spent so much time between the rifle range and the pistol range that I actually never pulled the HK off my side and put some rounds through it. I should have, but, I had already looked at my watch and went, I have no idea what dinner plans are, but right now we are not going to be back early. So, all I had was the blonde. Like, the blonde? She's not there! Oh, she's right here. And, I definitely, here is always the problem. People like Paul, Hasman 440 Paul, some people think that the Huber Concepts brakes are, in Paul's words, fugly, but I tell you what, I will take function over form on most of the rifles any day. And it's kind of funny because, like, for instance, I have several other brakes. I mean, this one, the JP Killer does have a Huber. Actually, that's what John was doing. He was standing there looking at the guns, and he's like, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like, if you're going for a total count, there's 2 more rifles in the safe, and 2 more, a rifle and a pistol upstairs that have Huber Concepts brakes on them. So I think I have like 7 or 8 things that have John's brakes on there. And there's a few things, and the one funny thing is the something, what is it, SS Turbine or whatever that's on the 7 Psalm. Even John didn't. That is a nice tent. God, it would be great to be in there. And there too. Even John, I'm like, John, I got a question. You custom built a rifle designed for 1,000 yards or more, and the Victory turbine, and you don't even have, this pisses me off. I know, use the tax, that's fine, money sent. You don't even have your own brake on a very custom long range rifle. He goes, it is such a nice barrel to break job that they did, timing it, no crush washers, no peel washers, no washers of any kind, just kind of like, it is the second nicest job short of my JP. The JP from the top and the sides, you would swear that, like, how did they get that on? How did they make that barrel with a brake built right onto the end of it? No, it's threaded, God damn, it's like, what's for dinner? I have an idea. I want to even put this out there. I don't know if he's watching these anymore, but Big Jeff, Gunwild 1, dropped a picture of my favorite girl in the rotation, coincidentally a redhead, and she has no top on, but it's decent because she's holding 2 big beer mugs, and it's like, oh my God. 2 of my favorite things and 3 of my favorite things in one spot. A hot redhead, alcohol, and her chesticles are, on a scale of 1 to 10, I put them at like 12. I mean, without being vulgar, we could play the titty game today and just give a total score. Like, those look like they're fake. Size is okay. I'd maybe give them a 6. I like everything about her. I put hers closer to like a 9. Okay, J-Dog says, first being first. Oh, Mr. Holster would be so pissed off right now. I would say the Crazy Scotsman would be pissed off too, between taking a sip and reading the first comment, but I guess I'm public enemy number 1 with a few people. Smile Money says, first, not today, but J-Dog lives closer, so his comment doesn't have to go as far. Smile Money, somewhere I believe that is maybe a proven thing. But if I was to play devil's advocate for a moment, if you hit send at the exact same moment in time that J-Dog hit send, your comments both have to go to YouTube, which I think is in California. And if that's the case, then you still get the nod for needing, you know, when both the trees fall on your race, yours should go green just a little bit sooner because J-Dog is closer to California than you are. But I've always wondered that. I mean, in theory, if you turned on a flashlight or a laser and aimed it at someone in California and you did it from Duluth and you did it from Pennsylvania, the light is going to get there faster from here because at the speed of... We should take a moment. Yes, I want to do the girl on the bike. The speed of light is still the speed of light, so the speed of communication, obviously, I would think there'd be some kind of a thing, you know? Yeah, come on, man. You know the thing. I would ask the hooker, but... No, Google, I'm not calling my ex. J-Dog says the servers are probably who knows? I'm sure someone could answer that question. And Smile Money says he's laughing back at J-Dog, so I think there's a thing to what you're saying. I mean, if the server is in California, of course, you've also got to go through your network provider. Then you have to go from your network provider out. So, what is J-Dog's numbers versus, like, for instance, if I had to have an internet speed war against Poco Loco, I'd get my shit handed to me because he's fiber optic and I'm not. Up until recently, when I hit send, if you walked over to the window, you could actually see the little AOL guy with the folder under his arm run down my stairs. We used to give that. Oh, sorry, I've been missing out on the titty game. From what I'm seeing here, for what I like anyway, those are a good solid 9. I mean, sometimes you want to deal with the sports cup scenario. Other times you just want to hit the heavy bags. I'm kind of pausing McLean a little bit. I can fuck around. First of all, this is on the other channel where there wasn't very many comments over here. I think there was 32 or 34 comments total starting this out. Now, this video is going to be on the backup channel, which means my Monday review is probably going to be even later yet. But I don't care. I am in a good mood. I've been doing stuff around the house. Mikey was here. Christine made a nice breakfast. I did my photos of the items for the battle box. Tomorrow I am going to do the video for it, and if I do not hear from Holtzman by say noon and the video is ready to upload, I'm going to do it. Otherwise, I'm going to wait on rendering it, so I could maybe add something like, Holtzman seems like a good company. They contacted me. They said they were going to get another ferro rod out, and great. This is really hard to tell, but I've seen several pictures of her, and I give her tits like a 9.5. Oh, sorry. We can speak in code. Her fun bags. Just like everything I've received from them, though, I would actually like to give the neck knife, using it as a neck knife, not using it. I kind of have to go like a full-on 10 on these. It just seems like overall it would be like, going to the adult version of the hobby park, or we have a jump area where you can take your kids, because I'd jump all over that. Kind of an unknown area, so I'm going with a 5. But yeah, you can either do this guy up as a neck knife, or have it on your side, neck knife in it. I mean, as full disclosure goes, if Holtzman does not hold up to any kind of customer service, I could either you could just take this holder off for the ferro rod. What I believe it has is the other one that I have. It actually has that is an ass is nice. It's like got a bungee that somehow will end up going around and holding it up so that the ferro rod actually will live right, like a 10. Yeah, why not? So I have not tied this. This is sitting too low for me. When you wear a shirt and you're in public, it looks like you have a chest penis. Unless I kind of move it up so it kind of hides between my titties. I'll stab myself. And this thing is very sharp. I like this, man. It's like the green liners. I can't show this to Christine because I just know what'll happen, and I will end up, if she told me she wants this, I'll tell her only under the condition that I can order another one, because I'm really actually looking forward to carrying it. A worst case scenario is if this whole thing is just too much. Let's not forget, if you have a knife you want to carry in any fashion, you can just box this bitch up and send it to Pete at the Armory Channel and have him work something out. I still want the piece of shit. All I asked for was for him to make me a holster for my cell phone. I sent the fucking case for it. He hydro-dipped the case, and told me that it would be too wearing on it. I said, I don't give a shit. I want to be able to use the seatbelt material. If I have to, I'll find some of that shit on Amazon, or take a belt or something that I have around here and cut it and use it, because I want a cell phone holder that isn't. He'd have to put the shit. Hers are okay, but they're still like a 6. It's like, please, I don't give a shit if you don't think it'll work out, Pete. I wanted a cell phone Kydex holster made by him for a phone. Of course, I guess somewhat strangely, in the long run, it still sort of worked out, because that was the case for the OnePlus 9 Pro, and even though the phone is in the most pristine shape of any of the cell phones that I have in backup, For some reason, Android has left it behind. There has been no operating system updates. The OnePlus 10 here has the most latest version of the Android operating system, 14. It's had I think 3 updates to this moment in time, and it has not been out very long. And the 9 is getting nothing. And I know some of you, maybe that's not a big deal, but it's been pointed out to me that I own computers and phones exclusively to update them. So I'm hoping that they contact me tomorrow and have some good I can declare some good customer service things with you about how they said that they would send me out the ferro rod, in which case I'll proceed with the video and say that they're sending me a ferro rod. Otherwise, I will be letting you know that they did not get in touch with me, and I would be a little disappointed, though. I mean, I'm signed up for their newsletters, and the only reason I did that is even though I can't afford... Their knives aren't stupid priced, but of all of the companies that I have owned knives for, I've been the most impressed with Holtzman. They're just probably a 10 there. The Wii knife is pretty cool too, and as an update, today I wicked waxed my penis. The Wii, because it has wood scales on the Wii, and I wicked waxed. See, they say you don't have to use heat, but I think there's nothing better than something hot for some good penetration. Case in point. So I put a thick layer of wicked wax on here. I grabbed my heat gun and warmed it up and allowed it to sweat into the leather for protection. And then I let it sit for a while and grabbed a rag and gave it a good wipe down. And this is this I believe is the holster that Mr. Holster purchased for the 10mm Hunter that Jolson's father has. So if I did desire to carry it, which I eventually want to carry everything, but for me there is so many emotions attached to this pistol, mainly because of Ed, and that this was the gun. This was the gun that Ed tried for like 2 years to find. Of course, today I get a phone call from David J. F. Brown about how he's sitting and looking at his new gun and how he's awesome and nobody else is. And then he says he wanted me to know that my friends, I've picked the wrong group of friends to go in search of rare guns, because supposedly Bunky has already found 2 of these for sale today. And he asked me what the going rate was, and the guns that she found are half the price, right in there. And I'm like, you just need to know that SIG makes basically this gun. What makes this one very special is the fact that it's the only one that was brushed stainless steel with rosewood grips. And I decided to just to see if that was the case. I mean, good for she's actually interested in getting one of these, and I'm like, hey, if you can and bobbed, if you can find one, hell, I am friend, I am family. If this is something that you would desire, fuck it, man. If I can find you one and it was half the price of this one, I would be fine with that. But I did a search today, And every single site, I was surprised at how many websites have this listed up for sale. Between $1,700 and $2,200 at these sites. And kind of an unknown area. I'm just going to go a strong 7.5, maybe 8. Every site that had this also had the big words discontinued or unavailable. I found this. I found this nowhere for sale. I found a black slide on their Elite, and every one of those has G10 grips. So, where this one actually is, the real deal. The other one, for all I know, the other one, I told David, I said, I am almost willing to bet you money that if I still had the Hunter that I gave to Jim, you could probably take this slide off of this one and put his slide onto here and this slide onto that one. Unless they've really changed something, it's all based on the same platform. They make this in 9, 10, and 45. And it's all this size gun. So those G10 grips would go on any of those models. So if I picked Sharky, as long as we're here for the test. Oh yeah, there it is. Yep, there. And I did cheat, Sharky. I have Mikey's latest round of Hornady, the new Hornady XTP projectiles. And the one that's in there is just a big copper slug so that it can do this. You know what I should do is I should take this one and mother polish the fuck out of it so that it's Captain Obvious. And I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday or not, but that blacked out blade, which is, it just works so nicely when you're outside in the sun shooting. And then if you want to be able to use it as an EDC or a nighttime defense gun, that is a Meeper Light vial. So, and it's still glowing. This gun would date back to like 92. I'm sure I could call my gal pal at Sig Sauer and give her the serial number and find out the exact moment in time that this pistol was created. Told Jolson I was gonna sleep with it, and I did, Jolson. Of course, you would have known that when he came downstairs this morning, and it was okay, how do I fucking get out of here? Look a little floppy, probably natural. I'm gonna go with a 10 on those. This is just the kind of playground I want to be in. And because I always want to show my appreciation, especially to some of my family members. Rich Huff. Rich, you provided the one. There was 2 boxes that didn't get dumped or used or shot or whatever. But for sure, I had 2 boxes of the Blazer Brass. Ellie. I know this is a total package here, but if you were just to rate her mommy parts, she's kind of an 8. If I could Photoshop her, I'd just jazz up the chesticles and the rest of it can stay. Where were we? Oh, Rich. There was after everything got used, shot, poured in the cans, and blah blah blah, there was 2 things of Blazer Brass that were still sitting out. And yesterday, I grabbed one of them, and I got to about right here, and I went, better to have it and not use it as opposed to want it and not have it, because as much ammunition, Jolson, I think just in case the world turned upside down, made sure he had an unlimited supply of the 3 calibers that he was shooting. 50 Beowulf, which at $63 for 20 rounds. Thank you, Jolson, for letting me shoot like $45 worth of that ammo. That was probably the one he had the least of, but he still went home with boxes of that. Showed up with his Desert Tech 22. Me and John could have like built a rifle down here in the time that Jolson was upstairs loading mags for that. Then there's 9mm, so Jolson didn't. Excuse me. Jolson did not. I'd like to see her in more positions than that, but just going off of that, that's a solid 10. So I mean, the whole shooting match. I guess I'd be the shooting. She'd be the. Jolson did not have anything in 10mm, so what ended up being the 2 boxes, 100 rounds that I brought. I could have easily even doubled that. And the only reason that I and Jolson, I let Jolson here's 3 mags. I owe you. You let me shoot yours. I was amongst the first shots ever out of his elite. I'm like, dude, just here, 3 mags, please. God damn. I'd go a good 10. I mean, and I love the fact that she provides grab bars. So, yeah, it was. Thank you, Rich. The one thing, just every time we go out in the last, easily in the last 6 months, every time we go out and pull the trigger, it's a round I ain't getting back. Now, the other couple of auctions ago, I did pick up some couple of boxes of 223. I mean, they're reloads, so I spent right. If it's good stuff. If it turns out it sucks, then I didn't spend well. And a bunch of boxes of hunting hollow points shit for the 7.62x39. So the KSG would be possibly ready to have some expansion on its impacts, depending on what that is. But yeah, so thank you for making that happen yesterday, Rich. Fucking KS-47 is just a piece of art. But at least I do have, as of right now, when I send the redhead off to John, I still have 4 things that fire 7.62x39. So I always will be able to get the urge out there. But I do agree with Sharky. It's the frickin' magazine. I mean, and then he put that in my brain, and now it's, for some reason, and I don't know why. Maybe it's the fact that it doesn't have a magwell, but the KS-47 to me 10 looks about right in my brain, but the AR that is chambered in 7.62x39, it's like, why do we have to make the mag look like a donkey dick? Asking for Matt. Cold-hearted bastard says 2 thumbs up and 2 shots. From a side angle, they look natural. A nice little nipple bump out. I mean, all I can do is, I'm gonna have to give I'm going to have to give those like a 4.5. Or I'm going to have to give the left one a 4.5. If I saw the set, it's probably a 9. Jolson says we need more cowbell. And Cold-Hearted Bastard says more train whistle. Jolson, you are not here to override fuck all right now. So I'm going with the train whistle. See if we get a wife report. I don't know what she's watching. Maybe she's watching the inside of her eyelids. I noticed it a couple of times while Mikey was here. We had a little... I just go like this and he just laughs. Those tits are pretty nice. I like them. Jolson says J as in jerk 9. J9 is a misdemeanor. And no, this is my board. I am not effing with anybody. There is 2 ships to go, and you guys at pro level or even played this before, there is a what is it? Is it the cruiser? I get these mixed up. Sharky be like, there's 2 3-shot ships left. The submarine. One is the patrol boat. I thought that's the tour. So this might be the cruiser. Then there's the destroyer. And then there's the carrier. I mean, au naturel. I'll take au naturel. I have no idea what playing with fake tits is like. Is it a curse? Is it lucky for me? But, I don't know. I'll go an 8.5. I also have no idea what. Yes, that's just the 10. I have no idea what little breasts are even like. So I got no common frame of reference for some of you. Never seen them up close. Well, I mean, what do you classify as small? Smallest would have been like a really nice solid B. Like, I mean, we're like talking like, girl. Okay, I'm being positive anyway. Cold-Hearted Bastard says sorry, have to watch later. Hanging with Miss B right now. Hey, at least you're able to get in the chat room. Sounds like several people. David, not just you, we're having problems, and it seems like it goes a little bit more. See, those aren't really gigantic either, but the 10, I'm thinking, and they look like they're probably full on real. Just a little MILF love. Yeah, computer problems. Mikey has told me he's been having problems. I've had issues both with the phone and the computer. They're running little tests for what will be happening when Trump wins. Yeah, it's just like a 9 with drool. Yeah, Jolson, these are terrible. McLean, get your putter out. Oh. These are the G10 grips. And they are made by Hogue. Yeah, she's a 10. She's the goalie. I love their backstrap texturing on them. SIG 220 SAO. Version F. I don't know if the price has come down, but Hogue was definitely not the cheapest way you could go, and I don't know what the hell that is on there. Looks like GT. So I guess if I wanted to somehow preserve those rosewood grips, I mean, as of right now, I haven't come. I don't know where I'm going to be keeping it. I might actually keep it in its original case and put it in the little safe, because I do not have any room to put it in the big safe. But I really don't want to. I'm not going to hang it on the rods with everything else. I don't want to take the chance that I forgot to take a round out of the chamber and now it possibly could back off. I don't want to fuck up those grips. Unless someone tells me that I even tried today. I even tried doing a search for rosewood grips for a P220. Yeah, I found sites that said, here we have them. Unavailable, discontinued forever at one of them. I mean, these are, don't get me wrong, these are badass. It's not here. It's not. That was the look. That is the look. I don't want to take a chance of it falling in the safe. I don't want to take a chance that something falls on it. I don't want to take a chance that something slides against it as it's going in, because there is not a single blemish on this pistol. So I think it's probably going to have to stay in its original case if it isn't always on duty, because as of right now, I slept with it. Yeah. Yeah, those are like a 10. Bad? Captain, my captain. Bad, my bad. My bad. No, not you, my bad. Rich Huff says, cheers all, cheers Rich. I can't start throwing out names, but let's just say it, Rich. It would have been nice if you were here for this weekend. I mean, it was obviously very casual. John showed up, put shit on rifles. John Solar purchased during Locked and Loaded, pulled out the fucking wallet and purchased a 4-inch 1/2x28 Huber Concepts brake for an AR. John's like going, well, you got a couple sitting right here. I got a 3-inch. That's not that. Well, maybe that's what she said. I said, but John wanted a 4-inch. And he goes, well, there's a 4-inch. John, don't you remember this one? Somebody was asleep at the machine on this one. Yeah, your threads, there could be something that might, maybe you could thread this onto a rifle. Right now it's a paperweight. I guess, the end of the barrel would be ending. Hey, let's put it on something that, for Matt. Hey Matt, you wanna test run the half a brake? See, in my brain that turns into a total package scenario. So you look at the hair and the muff tunnel, and then she takes off the. I think overall they're looking like a good strong 8.5, but things could vary. And I keep in mind, if you guys are interested in brakes, I still have some Huber Concepts brakes, mainly 308 stuff. Jolson.
Joe Biden!
He says, hit the other button. Last time I went with this one. This time I'm going to go with this one.
Warning, bullshit alert.
Those are a 10. I mean, this is also a total package. I'm really proud of my ass chick. She should be. Probably has it insured. Poco says, sup Poco. Then Jolson says, more cowbell than that. No, you didn't get any cowbell. I'll give you more train whistle. This thing's awesome. Hook this up to the air compressor. I approve of that message. Smile Money says just over $50 for 20 or 20 Beowulf. Yeah, I looked it up. The 2 box, or was it 3 or 4 boxes? Oh my God, Jolson had so much ammunition. They were $63 a box. Is the stuff that he had, which was called availability, Smile Money. I mean, it's one thing if you place an order, it's another thing if you're on the way to Duluth and you stop at a Fleet Farm and all they have is 20 rounds for $63, so you pick up a bunch of boxes. Of course, he told me this story after I had did a mag dump, and then for a moment I thought, see in the video, when you see the video and you hear me say I did a Sharky, that's what I'm referring to. I put 3 rounds in the mag of the Psalm so that there was one for each of us. And after Sharky had cleared out the 3 rounds, I told him the story of that. He didn't fucking care. He would have. I'm like, you know what? If you want to shoot that rifle 3 more times, it makes, other than just seeing what the recoil, what the trigger, all of the tactile shit with that rifle is all about. It makes no sense to shoot that rifle at 100 yards. I mean, when you watch a guy with almost an exact setup as the one I have, on the 4th shot, hits a steel plate at 4,000 yards, and it sounds like a freight train hitting the plate. Makes it hard to get rid of it, but right now, I could use the money for stuff. Like not having a job kind of stuff. You know, interesting, a Sig Sauer 10mm mag is very close to working in a 1911 chambered in 10mm. These marks, it's almost like, did you make those marks for a couple different Smile Money, and there's no chance that the mag's going to fall out. We're talking about a good, solid whack, like Grandma on Matt's head. If it wasn't for that angle, I believe they would be switching. You could switch them over. I have I don't know. I should know where it is. I thought it was over here. Maybe I never put it in there yet. My whole bag of mags. I have. Oh yeah, here they are. I also have to, speaking of mags, I also have to fix a mag. One of my 3 loaded AK-47 mags would not work in the blonde AK, and they would not work in Jolson's yes, those are 10, but we've already talked about them. If you line the mags up, the catch point is almost identical. There's only one on a 1911 mag, but it lines up with that. But what fucks you is the angle. Because of the angle on the SIG, it makes it so that you can't use the SIG mag or the 1911 mag in the SIG, and when you try to use the SIG mag in a 1911, it's like if it wasn't for this angle, it would click and lock, but it hits here where this is flatter. Wow, you're from Holland? Holy shit. Oh. Like, I got a big pile of loaded mags sitting right here for the Megastar, but yeah, all my 10mm, everything in here. The 10 Foglia, Christine's Smith & well, it could be mine. Smith & Wesson mags, Delta Elite, Wilson Combat 1911s, the double stack, Rock Island. I really like the Metgar mags. Yeah, I know. You have, Eric, you've gone off course and you've gone into the we don't give a fuck category. Fine, Jeremy. Fuck. Yeah, it's close. It's close to them working in each other, but that angle fucks it up. Salty, the only constant is nakedness. Multi-gunman says to him, what about the square root of nakedness? It's 10. That's what it is. It's a solid 10 for the square root. God. Hey, would you do me a favor and kill my husband? Sure. Why not? I mean, I've never seen that theme in a movie. Mike says cheers. Cheers, Mike. Poco says H as in Hector. H7. H7 is a miss. A solid. I'm sure they're fake as fuck, but we'll go with an 8. Cold-hearted bastard, 2 thumbs up and 2 shots. Hold that thought. Poco says, my birthday is coming up, so my best friend sent me an MSI Tomahawk motherboard and a Ryzen 5 processor. Comes tomorrow. I'll be getting a Ryzen 7 when I can afford it. I got 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance memory as well. Yeah, I know. I've been talking to him, and he's building a beastie. If I get to the point where I can afford it, he never got back to me, and that was Johnny Watson saying that he could build me a B.O.B., a Bob, a beast on a budget. It's my pocket carry today. Real steel, real awesome. I think it'd be great to have a line of these. This, and maybe one that's even bigger. I'm going with another 8. Smart money. Nice gun assembly video suitable for YouTube. You just turn your back to the camera. Hey, I was showing Jolson. I wasn't showing you guys how to put a 1911 together. I mean, if I don't fucking care, Smile Money, what are they going to do? Demonetize this video? Too late, because I never monetized it. Those look like 10-fers. Yeah, if someone out there wants to see how to put a 1911, take it apart and then put it together. I don't give a fuck about YouTube and their bullshit. They're woke, and the direction we're going is really sad for our country. Unless enough people stand up and say, you know what, enough is enough. Take your woke ass, fucking transgender, mentally ill bullshit and shove it up your ass. Thank you. This would be, you know who, Cobra. Cobra, the problem with them being in the uniform is most of them just look overdressed. She's okay, but, you know, my personal favorite. Oh, she's in a Rolls Royce. I need to do a shot. Poco, I made pizza the other day. I barbecued some chicken breast. In the pizza, I did white sauce, ricotta, and chicken bacon, bell pepper, olives, pineapple, mushrooms, then mozzarella on top. Ooh, that sounds... Oh, Poco. Oh, it's nice to see that I have another brother in the pineapple world. I'm not sure if they're real or not, so we'll just go like 9.75. Last night, we had Sammy's Pizza. I don't know if this is just a ploy or not, but I ordered peppered chicken jack soup for Jolson and for Christine, and I had this Tuscan chicken vegetable. It's fucking good. I mean, the pepper jack is the best, but I was just 8.5. Trying to, I mean, I really like that particular soup, so I got it even though. So I asked for a cup of each. And then I ordered a large pizza, which is a 16-inch, and a medium, which is a 14-inch. The large was for me and Jolson, and it was pepperoni, pineapple, and jalapeno. I know Christine will eat it if it came right down to it. She likes jalapeno. She's just, you know, she doesn't want it to. So, with $86 for 2 pizzas and 3 cups of soup. Saggy means they're natural, so I'm going with a 9 on those ones. So he gets here and hands me the bag, and it's like 3 bowls of soup each, not cups, which makes a little sense money-wise, but almost $100 fucking dollars. I mean, once you do something nice, you know, make sure the driver has a tip, because I know what it's like to be that person. So does Christine. She was a waitress in one of her first jobs, so I always make sure that the service people get a decent tip. $8 to $12. It's my money. Fuck off. And so you're talking $86 plus the tip. We got more soup than we wanted. Actually, we probably should have ordered even more. God damn, I'd like to plow that field. Jolson would have liked to have got Teresa some of the chicken pepper jack. You'll just have to come back and bring her. Or you could just send her ahead of you, so we have more of her and less of you. He knows it's a gag. He knows that he has a home whenever he needs it. All I need is no notice. Ding dong, I'm coming for dinner. I'm hanging out, and then I'm going to go back to my truck and sleep. Those are not real, but I mean, they're worth an 8. Din, take a sip of some kind of liquid and read all the comments. It actually, I probably could, if I could talk and hold my breath at the same time, I might be able to make it with what's left in comments. Those are real. Got a little squishy from the brassiere. Her face looks like she's coming up on the MILF stage. I give that an 8.5. Cheapo Gun Guy. One lives in the hope of becoming a memory. I wish Biden would become a fucking distant memory when he perishes with the entire administration and definitely the Obama.
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
I wish I had a fuck Obama. Fucking not even... He's just a worthless piece of shit. A lying piece of shit. Oh, I'm going to be the great joiner. No, your whole mission was to destroy our country. And guess what? You're still there doing it because the retard that just shit his fucking pants doesn't know a goddamn thing unless you dope him up, send him out, and he still fucks it all up. I love the montage of Biden saying the exact same thing in every single address to the whatever it is, the presidential address. Duplicate. I mean, word for word. I'm thinking 10 because of the rest of the package. It was a great montage. Someone found it and went. He said 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. Said the exact, or maybe it was 2022, 23, 20. It's exact words repeated. I mean, this was like a fairly long video. It was just, what a fucking joke. Please, if there is a God, can we go back to a United States of America that I'm proud of? It just means we need to get rid of the libtard Democrats. Because it's quite, look at what's going on. 3 million illegals have just, as of this, I mean, you could have the national debt clock and the fucking spics that have illegally come into our country. Tick, 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 tick. Why are gun sales up? Because people don't feel safe anymore. The one and most important thing that the president is supposed to do is protect America and its citizens. For that alone, Joe Biden should be swinging in a fucking tree. Small, but I'll take the bike and the girl. You know, we're into DEFCON 4 over here. Probably looking natural. I 8.5. Because I can't hang with Jolson or Richie Poo. We'll just hang with Grandpa. You know what? Why not? She's popular with a lot of girls, but she really doesn't get any swing in my schwang. So I'd only give that chest like a 6. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm gonna have to go hang out tomorrow on the corner with my cardboard sign. Need Lafroig. Now we're talking. That's just a 10. I don't know. Just her titties could show up and that's it. Just a couple of titties walk into the bedroom and I'm like, hey, look, it's just some titties. Having a good time. Put on some romantic music. Turn the ball on. Disco. Do 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 do. Those look excessively big, so for that I have to give them a 9.5. Why would you want to make a mixed drink out of scotch? I don't understand. Those are too big for me, so that's like a 10. Okay. Matt Davis says $47. You're almost $20 short, Matt, but thank you for actually doing what I asked. Wow. I don't know. Everybody else?
That was bullshit.
But maybe someone else will jump in between here and the end because Matt's the first. Thank you, Matt. Matt's another guy. Matt, I have no idea. I have no idea who you are. I feel like a kinship. I know you're in an area that is definitely not real American friendly, but Matt Davis would be that guy that I'd want out there sitting at the fire pit when we do the I would call it like the Captain Dick Nozzle beer exchange or something. You know, it's like, okay, just so you know, there's going to be 6 people here, which means you need to bring like 12 of the beer that you would want to share with other people. I think that would be a good time. That would be a good time too. I mean, get the devil out of there. I mean, I pushed as hard as I could. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, if I don't, if I failed, oh well. McLean. I love a 1022. I think I have 4. I sold 2 of them to the same person, and I happen to have one of them, but he's also the same person that is turned into Mr. Hostile. So the one that's here was originally mine. Other than that, I have my grandfather's rifle, a Marlin semi-automatic, chambered in 22, and it has a, Jeremy, this would be funny, it has a scope on it that has not been sighted in, because I took the, oh my god, I'm gonna have to toss my own salad. Oh, you see all the love that has been taking place right there on the pipes? Oh, God. I might take that out tomorrow. It's supposed to be record high. Oh, my God. I would rather, I mean, as much as I want to ride that, and I'll say that those are like a 9.5, that motorcycle, me and my soul connected. Jolson. McLean, don't be jealous. You too, Jolson. McLean says, is the P220 a double action? And J-Dog answers him by saying no. No, McLean, it is a single action only. There is no decocker, so if you want to carry one in the chamber, you carry locked and loaded. Otherwise, it is a it actually has a pretty long reset, but you have to keep in mind that they don't make this as a range toy. They make this as a gun that you can fucking carry into battle and know it's gonna go and go and go. I was very happy with how quickly I was able to shoot it accurate. That's a 10. Accurately. Let's get the fish scale out, as John Huber would say. You should just throw that out. No, I am not going to just fucking throw it out. Uh, 3.8. should have done this in the first place. 2 pounds, 14 ounces. £4 3 ounces. To make sure I'm doing the same spot each time. 3 pounds 8 ounces. One last. Thank you, Mr. Fish Scale. 2 pounds 12 ounces. I put the average is it's 3 pounds 5 ounces. Now I realize some people may say I would not want her to paddle the pickle, but I just like there's I don't know, it's the eyes, the hair, the knockers. It's a 10. I mean, could somebody out there tell me what is it that you can use that's going to give you a consistent and accurate, John, throw that away? No, I'm not throwing it away. Is this one of those when it meets your criteria, it's okay? But if somebody comes up and says I used that and came up with the results that you weren't happy with, I don't understand what the... But no, McLean, it's a you have to be ready to use it, and then just even unsafe. Not like a 1911 even when it's with the safety on, you can still rack the slide. So that means you can make sure that your safety is already on before you +1 it. +1. Back to the mag because it is nice flush. I love the front serrations. And of course the nice smooth rosewood on the back. Should have a basement pop. And Jolson, thank you for taking this apart and cleaning it for me. Boom. Well, I've been missing out on the girls. Probably 8.5. McLean, 1 hour 5 minutes 20 seconds. I want to be my mommy. Okay, that's like an 8, but that's a 10. That's in my book. She's yeah. Wade, I am unapologetic Ford guy. In 52 years of driving, I've only owned 6 cars, all Ford. My current truck is a 2004 F-150 5-speed. I bought new. 170,000 miles and only routine maintenance. Runs like new. Is full disclosure... Wade, when I went searching for the Dodge that I ended up with, I wanted a F-250 Ford. I was looking at gassers because I wasn't quite sure about diesel, but then everyone I talked to was like, no, the only person that was negative was actually Greg. I know this comes as a surprise. Why would you want something like that? Well, I don't know. Where are you going to pay all your mileage? And it's like, no, it actually got better gas mileage than my fucking the Dodge 3 or 1 or half ton. If you drove, yeah, that's overkill. I mean, it's in all fairness, yeah, I like a challenge, but I'm just going to go with like a 7. If you drove the gasser, it had a Hemi in it. If you drove it hard, it punished you on fuel economy. If you drive the diesel hard, yes, you notice a difference in mileage, but not anywhere near as bad as what the gasser was. I mean, I have come back from the shack, and when I got home, it was from the time I filled up on the way to the shack, which was out on a flat area up south of Island Lake, filled it up there, zeroed out, drove up and back home, and was at 19.9 miles per gallon. So, once again, fuck you, Greg. Wait, I remember when Domino's offered pineapple or French dressing on pies. You should be able to get the pineapple yet. I've never been at a store that had French dressing. Doesn't sound bad. I mean, yeah, those are a 10, but we've already seen her before. EMT, I mentioned about still playing the left side because I had 2 other shots marked as being made on the left that I didn't hear you call them last night. I don't know who made them, though. I came back here and didn't see those 2 comments anymore. I don't want to say the shots in case Mama's Basement Dwellers removed the comments and they're still in play, or did I miss hearing them? There should have been 4 shots in this one that you read last night, including mine, Read More Button. Former residents of Colonel Mustard shot that was previously called. Shit. EMT, I don't know where we stand on this. First of all, everything A10 to J10 has been a miss. J9 is a miss. The left side. Okay, that means if I'm looking at the board, the left side, everything A1 to J1 is a miss. J2 is a miss. H2 is a miss. F2 is a miss. E2, E3 is a miss. A3, B2, C3, B4 is all a miss. A5 and C5. Otherwise, E1, 2, 3, 5. F 1, 2, 4, 5, G 1, 3, 5, H 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, see this here? This is my number one. The whole package is a 10, and Big Jeff sent me a picture of her without a shirt holding 2 big mugs of beer. Legends are made. EMT, see my comment on the previous video about 2 possible MIA fighters that made shots that I didn't hear called, and I didn't find those comments in the review now either. I hope I covered that here. I mean, here, you just want me to show you what... EMT, in the voice of Metallica's James Hetfield, give me fuel, give me fire, give me border wall with razor wire. And don't put any G8 in the wall. And G8. G8 is a hit. No, I'm just kidding. It's a miss. No, I'm kidding. It's a hit. It's a red pegger. Hey, we're not having an intergalactic Hegger down here. EMT says...
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
5. Sometimes you just gotta... Yeah, see, the smallest I've ever encountered in my life were just a hair bigger than those. As Christine would say, just saying. What is all of the shit? Captain Dick Nozzle, Mr. 27, the other group, the Deplorables. Yep, ain't got time for that shit right now. Cameras, anybody at the spook house? Because I am, fuck you Greg, in charge of security. Ha ha. Guess I'm still working for the company, you fucking prick. What the hell was that? I just had a UPS girl at the front door, and I swear to God, I thought this was Sam. I guess when you can see more of her face, it's not, but I was like, okay, somebody has been to the front door with packages. And? Michelle? Oh, Christine is outside. Shh. Fuck, it's already 5 o'clock? Are you serious? 9. Oh, okay. I'm okay with this. Sharky, catching up. Hope I make it. Not after this one. Captain makes it tough with all these 90-minute reviews. Here we are again. Sharky 3545. Nope, still didn't see it. Nyhop sent me some, oh my God. How could you, she's okay. How could you, I asked him if he could see the projectile. Who fucking cares? Look at that. That's like a 10. Sharky, not making it. Like the neck knife setup thing. So do I. And multi-gunman on the right video. Sharky, on the last 3 comments I read, was on the wrong video. Just like a really solid, like, 4. Multi-gunman says, I'm late. So fucking what? I approve of that message. We're in the club. No disrespect, Jolson. There is nothing special about these. They taste. It tastes like light strawberry lemonade. Overall, the flavor is light. It's 5%. And I would, if I had like a refrigerator full of these, I would not be disappointed, but it would be like a warm summer day drink, mowing the lawn kind of a thing. It's got alcohol in it, so it's got that. Or tomorrow morning for breakfast before I head out. Just kidding. On the E scale, I would give this like a 6.5. Same for her chest. Thank you, Jolson. It's appreciated. I probably should have tried this before I opened the damn thing. Wow, this label is like ultra thin. 8.5. They're fake, but you know. I'm surprised this is not ripping. This is like one of the thinnest beer package labels that I have run across. Oh, and it started to terminate itself. I'll try it again. I should have, yeah, those last ones were a 10. That's like an 8. Smile Money says, cheers, clubbers. Cheers, Smile Money. Jolson says, Two-Hearted Sunny Slopes Club needs no cowbell. Could not agree more with you.
Fake news. Fake news. Fake news.
And Rich says, cheers, clubbers. Boom. $5. Actually $10 because it's the greatest fucking economy ever. Okay, thank you guys for hanging out over here at the backup channel. I don't want to say anything because I might, provoke a response tomorrow. Those are yet smaller than the smallest I've ever encountered. But I am a true trooper. I did my best. Cheers.